Hello, viewers. I am Surbhi from Landmark Immigration, and today we have Mr. Gregory Nolan from National University, and it is a pleasure that he is here with us to solve all our queries regarding National University. If you have any questions, students, you can put your question in the comment box so we can solve them at the end of the session. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having
It
me.
is a
I'm very
pleasure.
excited. Yeah, very good. Yes, thank you.
So, can you please let us know about the university location?
Yeah, definitely. So, National University, we're a private nonprofit university in San Diego, California. San Diego is the eighth largest city in the US, second largest employment market in California, and California, fifth largest economy in the world in between UK and Germany. Um, Very beautiful city, not too hot, not too cold. So a lot of opportunities for students to get outside, but then also have a great opportunity to study with Nash University. We were founded in 1971, so we're just coming up on our 50-year anniversary. Um, so we've been around for quite a while. We're regionally accredited by WAS, very much focused on the student learning outcomes, really focusing on making sure students are moving through their program successfully. Very much focused on quality education. We have amazing faculty, as well as we are quite unique university in that we don't have one large traditional central campus. So in San Diego, we have multiple campuses. So smaller campuses in general. Students are living off campus in homestay with local families or in off campus apartments with other students down by the beach or downtown. So a lot of different options for students to study on campus, just under 35-degree programs, as well as over 75-degree programs online as well. And one more thing that makes us quite unique is we operate on a one course per month format. So we've put all of our courses and programs into modules. So students move through their program 1 month at a time. So when they start their quarter, they're just going to enroll in one course. They take their midterm, their final, then they move on to the next subject. So it really allows them to focus on their program, their course, and move through their program on a monthly basis. As well as it allows students to pay monthly as well. So we're not asking for large tuition deposits up front for an entire semester. It also allows us to have monthly intakes as well. So for our undergraduate and our MBA program and all our English language programs, we have monthly intakes as well due to that one course per month format.
Okay, thank you so much. And
Yeah,
can you please also let us know about some of the highlighted programs that our students can study in National University?
yeah, definitely. So most of our students from South Asia and India in particular are studying master's level degree seeking student or degree programs, primarily within focus on engineering. So the Masters of Science in Computer Science, our Masters of Cybersecurity, Engineering Management, um, those focus degrees, as well as data science. But we do have a whole array of programs as well, from MBA to forensic science, as well as bachelor's programs as well, computer science, business administration, a whole array. So we have just under 35 programs on site in San Diego. Definitely for students from India, it's definitely, I would say 80% of our students from India are in a master's level program in computer science, cybersecurity, engineering, management, something like that.
So I can see the wide range of programs available for our students.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what about the entry criteria
Yeah, so for
to apply?
admissions requirements at Nash University, we are founded on trying to make education accessible, so we do not set too many barriers to entry. So basically, you're meeting minimum requirements. You're going to be eligible for your degree program. So for undergraduate and masters, we do not require the standardized tests for international students. So an SAT, GRE, GMAT are not a requirement for admissions. As well as a bachelor's seeking student is basically needing to meet year 12, graduate from year 12 of their secondary education or high school with a minimum GPA of 2.0 or above on a 4.0 scale. So if they meet those requirements, they're eligible for admission. Then for a master's degree student, they need a 4-year bachelor's degree or equivalent with a minimum of 2.5 GPA or above on a 4.0 scale. I know in India, it's very common for students to have a 3-year degree, a 3-year bachelor's degree. For those, what we do have is what we call our Nash University Foreign Credential Bridge Program. So students can apply to that bridge program and their master's program, basically get a conditional admission. Upon completion of the bridge program, they're eligible to go directly into their master's program. The bridge program is
Okay.
basically 1 year of undergraduate coursework. Also, we do have options for 3-year bachelor's students with degrees, uh, and they're from a NAC-A rated school and are graduating in the first class division. They are able to go directly into a master's program as well. So if they have a 3-year degree from a NAC-A rated school and they're in the first class division, they can go directly in. Also, we don't accept more than 5 backlogs for students, again, unless it's from a NAC-A rated school and they're graduating first class division. And then other than that, we do have English language proficiency requirements that students need to show proof of English proficiency. So we accept various tests for that. So we have IELTS, which is 5.5 for undergrad, 6.0 for grad, overall scores, and then no individual band can be less than 5. So an overall score of 5.5 or 6, and then no individual band score less than 5. We also accept TOEFL, which is 70 and 79 for graduate. We have a Pearson test. We have ITEP as well as Duolingo as well. So for the Pearson test, it's 50 for undergrad, 58 for graduate. ITEP is 3.5 for undergrad, 3.9 for graduate. And then for the Duolingo, 95 for undergraduate, 100 for graduate. Oh,
I
hello.
am back. Yeah,
I
I
think I
am
lost
sorry.
you
There was
there.
some,
Yeah,
yeah, and I lost my connection, so I'm really sorry.
no problem.
So
I don't know where I left off, but I can repeat it or we could.
we were talking about the bridge program to the master's degree, or students with NAC A accredited universities can also apply.
Yeah, so if students have a 3-year bachelor's degree and want a master's degree at Nash University, if they are from a NAC-A rated school and graduating in first class division, then they are eligible. We would accept those 3-year degrees and they could go directly into a master's program. So there are options
Okay.
as well. Then that we do also, we don't accept more than 5 backlogs. So that's a kind of a requirement as well. But again, if they are from a NAC-A rated school and first class division, we will waive that requirement. So we will accept more than 5 backlogs. In regards to English proficiency requirements, we have a lot of options. We have a Nash University Language Institute at our university, so students can study English directly with us. Upon successful completion of that program, they can go directly into their undergraduate or graduate program. We also accept the TOEFL exam, so 70 for undergraduate, 79 for grad, IELTS, a 5.5 for undergraduate, a 6.0 for graduate. So those overall scores need to meet those minimum numbers, but then also we do not accept lower than a 5 on any individual band score. So it has to be a 5.5 and a 6 for grad, and then no band, individual band less than 5. We also accept the Pearson test, which is 50 for undergraduate, 58 for graduate. ITEP, 3.5 for undergraduate, 3.9 for graduate. And then also we're accepting Duolingo, which is 95 for undergraduate and 100 for graduate. Other than that, those are the main admissions requirements. As long as students are meeting those minimum requirements, they're going to be eligible for both bachelor's and then master's programs at Nash University.
Okay. So a wide range of English proficiency tests are also
Yeah.
acceptable, and even if student doesn't have IELTS or any other English proficiency with them, they can also enter into the National University English Center.
Yes,
So a
correct. So
student
they,
has a lot more.
yeah, yeah, we offer
And what
conditional admission. Oh, sorry.
okay, conditional offers are also acceptable.
Yeah, so for those students that are applying both for our English language program and a master's or undergraduate program, it will be a conditional upon completion of the
Okay,
English pathway program, then they're eligible to go directly into their academic program.
okay, I got the point. And what about those students who have not completed their studies yet because of the situation going on? There are many students who are still left with their last semester exams, or the undergraduate student left with their final exams.
Yeah,
So,
so
what about
unfortunately,
them?
we're not able to make official decisions regarding admissions until we have those complete transcripts. So
Okay.
basically, for those students, we just tell them, we do have monthly intakes. We're quite flexible with the program start dates for many of our programs. So we just tell them once they have those official transcripts to then submit them, and then we will send them to our registrar's office for a formal review.
Okay. So, actually, we are getting a lot many questions from our students as well.
Good, good.
Should we discuss about them?
Sure, yeah, wonderful.
So we have first question from Mr. Harman Sidhu. He's asking, he has completed his 12th from Novak board, that is American High School. He has done American High School diploma with 72%. Is it acceptable?
Yeah, I mean, generally, I mean, I can't make any formal decisions, official decisions, but it sounds like everything should be fine. If he's from American high school, has graduated from a high school in the United States, generally speaking, yeah, there shouldn't be any issues with them being eligible for admission to a bachelor's program at Nash University.
Okay. So next question we have is from Miss Babli Kumari. She's asking, can we apply for master's program without GMAT?
Yeah, that is
MBA without
correct.
GMAT?
Yeah, so we don't require GMAT, GRE, SAT for international students to apply for Nash University, so it's not a requirement. And we don't base our admissions decisions on those standardized tests. So yes, she can.
And what there is one student who's asking for the tuition fees. So what will be the entire cost for bachelor's and masters?
Yeah, so we break it down by individual courses and then, per year. So undergraduate courses are $1,665 per course. So roughly just over $13,000 per year in tuition. Then for master's programs, it's $1,989 per course, or roughly just under $16,000 per year for a master's program. It really just depends on the individual program, how many courses there are. But roughly, a master's program at Nash University is going to run, um, you know, in the middle, right over $20,000, something like that, generally speaking. And then for undergraduate, it's roughly $13,000 per year. So it's going to end up being close to around $60,000 for an undergraduate degree program.
Okay. So there is a question from our student that he's asking, is there any master's degree for aviation?
No, we do not offer aviation programs specifically, so that just wouldn't be an option at Nash University. We do have a wider range of different programs, but nothing in specifics to aviation.
Okay, and then we have, I guess we have covered all the points because there is one more question. So open board or distance education is acceptable or not?
Yeah, definitely. So we have over 75 degree programs online or in distance education, so full degree programs, and we both accept those as as long as they're are equivalent of a regionally accredited institution for admissions purposes. But then also we offer those programs as well. So generally speaking, yes. So if the student has an online degree and then looking to come to Nash University, generally speaking, yes, just as long as the school has accreditation and approvals. So it would just be, we'd have to look at the individual students' transcripts, review them, and then we would be able to make our admissions decision based on those. Yeah.
Okay, so open board is also acceptable. And then we have question from Ms. Sarika. She's asking how many years of gap is acceptable.
Uh, I'm sorry?
Uh, a student is asking about the gap in between the studies and the
Oh,
current
okay. So
years,
if they have
with or
a
without.
bachelor's degree, In regards to the validating the academic degree program, there's no limits in regards to the Gaap. It does come into play though when they're trying to use that degree for English language proficiency. So, for instance, if they got their bachelor's degree in the United States, returned to India, and it's been many, many years since they've taken that degree program, and they're trying to use that US degree program to validate their English proficiency as well, there could potentially be some concerns, but we can discuss that on a case by case basis with students. But in regards to the academic degree program, there's no issues with them, taking their degree program 20 years ago or 30 years ago. There's no issues.
Okay. And then we have one question that Ricky is saying he's 12th pass out with 50%, and he was having commerce in his 12th. Is he eligible? Because he has not also given IELTS.
If he doesn't have IELTS, yeah, I mean, we'd need a English language score, or the student would then need to apply to our English language program at Nash University. They could take that upon successful completion of our English language program. Then they can transition into a undergraduate or graduate program.
Okay, that is also good. So, Ricky, you can apply with the English language program, so you're eligible to apply. And after successful completion, you can then transfer it to your academic program directly, right?
Yes, yes.
And is there any scholarships are also available for our students?
Yeah, so for new incoming students, we have up to a $2,000 scholarship. And then for current
Okay.
students, up to a $4,000 scholarship. So potentially students, if they are awarded both, it could be up to $6,000. To apply for that, we suggest students submit the application during their academic program application as well. They need to submit the scholarship application, a statement of purpose. We ask for, just a general statement of purpose on, who they are, why they feel they're, deserving of a scholarship as well. And then two letters of reference. They can be academic or professional. We really don't base our decisions, or the committee doesn't base their decisions on one specific thing. It can be merit based, performance based. Maybe they've done some exceptional things in their academics or professional career in the past, or they've been through, trials and tribulations, or they're in financial hardship. So it's really a holistic approach that our committee looks at, and it can be, we look at each individual student case by case. We also have some community college scholarships available as well to students. So if they are, starting off in a community college, or maybe currently in the U.S. in a community college, we have some transfer scholarships as well, up to a $5,000 transfer scholarship, or if they are transferring with an associate's degree, up to a $15,000 scholarship as well.
Okay. And some student is also asking again about the Duolingo test score. It is Mehek, it is 95. Am
Yeah,
I
for
right? It is
yeah,
95?
95 for an undergraduate bachelor's degree, and then 100 for a master's degree, a graduate program. So
Okay,
95 and 100. So just depending on
95.
which program. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I also want to know about the job opportunities that would be available for our students if they'll
Yeah.
study in National University.
Yeah, so we're a very unique school. Our campuses are smaller in nature, so we do tell international students not to rely on part-time on-campus jobs during their academic program to support them financially, because it is quite limited and competitive for international students. But there are a lot of opportunities, generally speaking, in California. It's one of the top economies in the world. I think in the last I looked at, number five in the world. San Diego, second largest employment market in the U.S. I'm sorry, second in California. Los Angeles, second largest employment market in the United States, which is just about 2 hours north of us. So generally speaking, in Southern California, a lot of opportunities for students. In regards to placement of students and students getting those positions, nothing is, we're not involved in placing students. What we do through our Career Center is really provide students with all the resources we have available, and really assist students in making that transition as best as we can. So we provide students with, resume, cover letter reviews, advice on, writing those documents. We'll set up mock interviews, sessions for interview skills, LinkedIn profiles sessions as well. We set up career expos, career focused sessions for students, as well as we have a job portal as well to really highlight all of those available opportunities for students. So basically, with our international office as well as our career center, we really help those students make that transition, into those, practical learning experiences. As a, F1 student, they are eligible to apply for OPT or practical training authorizations, and if approved, students can get up to 12-month authorizations. If they are in a STEM field, there are potential to get up to a 2-year extension on top of that if approved for those authorizations as well. So generally speaking, a lot of opportunities out there. It's just students do need, we empower them to make that transition, and a lot of our students are able to go on and get that practical learning experience during their time in the US. Generally speaking, most of our students are doing it post completion OPT. So once they complete their program, they're transitioning into those internships and things.
Okay. Thank you so much for this information. I guess we have solved all the queries of our students. So, do you have any message for our students, to our viewers?
Yeah, I mean, really, there's so much going on in the world with the community health crisis around the world. So I just wish everybody the best, and I wish them and their families. I hope, everybody is healthy and happy, and I think we'll all get through this as we slowly transition into somewhat of a normalcy moving forward. I know there's a lot of questions and concerns regarding travel bans and visa offices being closed, um, as well as Nash University's campuses are currently closed, and all our students are 100% online through the summer. We're slowly planning on promoting our fall reopening up the campus and how we're going to do so to ensure that students are safe on campus, with protocols and policies in place for social distancing. Most likely, it's going to be a phased reopening, and it potentially might be pushed back, for an October term start date, something like that. But we are projecting to open up in the fall. So I really just, ask you and your students for patience. I think we'll all get through this as, hopefully we can all move forward and see some sort of normalcy. San Diego has begun to slowly reopen organizations, companies, restaurants. The beaches are starting to reopen as well. So generally speaking, San Diego has been relatively fortunate, and I know it's not the case worldwide. So, if there's any concerns or questions regarding safety, I would suggest that the students listening to please reach out to Landmark, and they can reach out to us directly, and we can follow up with all of those updates and safety issues and concerns that you and maybe your parents might have regarding traveling overseas, and we'll just share those as they become available. So,
Thank you so much for this information and for the support. And what I tell to my viewers is that National University is one of the very good university and have wide range of programs available with all the flexible requirements. So what you have to do is, and the intakes are also rolling. You have intake in every month. You can apply in National University. What you have to do is you have to reach to us for the application. You can also call us on the number given in the bottom. That is 90413 90412. Or you can send me your documents for application at info@landmarkimmigration.com. And thank you so much, sir, for joining us today and for giving us such an informative information.
well, thank you so much. I again wish you all the best. I hope you all stay healthy, and I'm optimistic we will all get through this together, and at some point the world will start to reopen up, and things will get back to some sort of normalcy. So I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for your support and the time you gave us today. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We are optimistic, and I also ask my students to stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
Bye
so much
bye.
for joining. Bye bye.